Court is back in session in cause number 328904, case of style of state of Texas versus Julius Thibodeau. Mr. Thibodeau, is that your full name? Mr. Thibodeau, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Thibodeau, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? Mr. Thibodeau, you may put your hand down. Mr. Thibodeau, you have a right to have a record of these proceedings. Do you waive a record in this case? What a record is, it's like when you have a court reporter typing down everything that's being said. Do you waive a record?
Waive means that
Do you don't want a
actually
record?
get a paper copy.
I'm just gonna go in.
I understand, I know, but listen to the question. Because do you waive a record in this case? Okay, so is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I really don't know what it is, but yeah.
Okay, waiving or okay, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Ordinarily, you can have somebody sit there and type everything that's being said. That person that sits there is called a court reporter. They type what is called a record. If you want a record, we have to get a court reporter. If you don't want a record, you'll be waiving or giving up your right to have a court reporter. So you waive your record? Okay. Now, Mr. Thibodeau, I have before me a document that is titled Motion to Revoke Probation that was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office on March 14th of 2022. In this motion, it alleges that on May 4th of 2021, that you were found guilty for the offense of driving while intoxicated. And your punishment was assessed at 90 days confinement in the Jefferson County Jail, a fine up to $1,000. However, your jail time was probated, your jail time and fine was probated for a period of 1 year. That means you was placed on 1 year probation. Now, the state has filed this motion to revoke your probation. And in this motion, there are 8 allegations. And earlier I read those 8 allegations to you. You remember that? Now, state, are you abandoning allegation number 1?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Thibodeau, the state is abandoning allegation 1. What that means is they will not be going forward on allegation number 1. They are removing that from this motion to revoke your probation. They will be going forward or proceeding on allegations 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And allegation number 2 states that you, Julius Thibodeau, failed to pay court assessed fees as ordered by the court, and as of March 10th, 2022, you were $1,569 in arrears in violation of condition 8 of your probation order. Is that true or not true? True. Okay. Now, allegation number 3 alleges that you failed to attend DWI education program and the victim impact panel as ordered by the court in violation of condition 14 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
That's not true, sir.
Okay. Allegation number 4 alleges that you, Julius Thibodeau, has failed to remain out of any bar, tavern, lounge, or other similar place by being at the Superman's nightclub located in Anahuac, Texas, as ordered by the court in violation of condition 15 of your probation order. Is that true or not true? That's true. Allegation number 5 alleges that you failed to perform community service hours required as ordered by the court in violation of condition 18 of your probation order. Is that true or not true? Not true? All right. Allegation number 6 alleges that you failed to attend and successfully complete an alcohol assessments as ordered by the court in violation of condition 19 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
It's not true, sir.
Okay. Allegation number 7 alleges that you failed to report to Chambers County probation, which is CSCD, for the month of August, November, and December of 2021 in violation of the special amendment dated May 26 of 2021 of the probation, of your probation order. Is that true or not true? That's true? Okay, now allegation number 8 alleges that you, Julius Thibodeau, failed to report to Jefferson County CSCD, which is which is the probation office, by web/mail for the months of June, November, December of 2021, and February of 2022 in violation of the special amendment dated May 26, 2021 of your probation order. Is that true or not true? That's true. Now, Mr. Thibodeau, are you pleading true to allegations 2, 4, 7, and 8 freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading true because they are true?
No, I know that's true.
Okay, you pleaded true because they're true. Okay. Okay. Now, Mr. Thibodeau, I have before me trying to get it to pop up. It's taking its time. Okay. Okay. Okay, now, Mr. Thibodeau, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. Stacy, that's, he was supposed to check off MTRP. We have to use the back to erase this.
Yes, Your Honor.
And check off MTRP. And Mr. Thibodeau, now, what we're gonna do is, could we go to, okay, page 2 on this here, because he's gonna have to make some changes on the, let's see, he down here on where his allegations that he's pleading true to, he's gonna have to, you could get that to him.
I can do it.
Okay, you could erase
Yes.
those numbers,
Yes, sir.
because I could, the numbers,
I've got them. Your
you
Honor.
got a 2, 4, 7, and 8.
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
We're gonna have to make that change.
So he's pleading true to
2, 4, 7, and 8.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, he already initialed.
Yeah, you already initialed it. Okay,
Yeah,
just making sure.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, his initial must have went up. He probably got to do it again. I see he got
See, that's why
one
I
of his
was
initials on.
hesitant.
And then he's gonna have to check the box down here for his, this, well, you know what?
I don't think.
Yeah, he
We don't
don't,
have to do that.
for the discovery.
So when you talk.
Oh, he could check it anyway.
Yeah, but I had to conform because you only led to the second, fourth, seventh, and eighth. So can you write your initials right there? It's a part of it. There you go. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Thibodeau, I have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments, also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. On page 1 of this document, there's one box that's checked. The box that's checked has the initials MTRP next to the box. MTRP means motion to revoke probation. On page 2 of the same document, there are a set of initials, JT, that are on a line next to a box that's checked MTRP, which means motion to revoke probation. And it has true to allegations 2, 4, 7, 8. Did you place your initials on this document? Now, on page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Is this your signature? And now, Mr. Let me go back to page 2. Now, you have a right to have discovery. That is the evidence that the state has against you. Now, you also have a right to waive or give up your right to have discovery. And do you waive your right for discovery?
And, sir, I just want to go.
Just listen to my question. You have a right. I'm just telling you what your rights are. You have a, do we have any tissues? Oh, I don't have any. Any what? Tissues. I thought we had some around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Here you go. You got a box right here. Yeah, why don't you give him some? Yeah, Mr. Thibodeau. Now, Mr. Thibodeau, you don't, if you don't want to go forward with this plea, you don't have to go forward with the plea. Okay, your plea, anybody who pleads, their plea has to be intelligently, knowingly, and voluntarily done. No one can make you plead, can force you to plead to anything you don't want to plead to. Do you understand? Okay. Now, if you just want to take a moment to get your composure, and or the court can give you time to do that, or if you just want to go forward, just let the court know what you want to do.
I just want to go forward, sir. I got a big case I'm facing right now.
Okay, okay. Okay. Well, you said a couple of things there that.
Big old case at Hathaway. And
Okay, well, that might affect, okay, well, I tell you what. You say you got a big case, I mean, put it like I said, they're okay, this court is not in the business of trying to railroad anybody, right?
No,
I understand that. I know you say you wanna get stuff over with, but what you do here may affect what happens in Hathaway. Okay? So I don't think I'm gonna go forward on this plea, given these circumstances. Okay? And so what we're gonna do, now we did say, we're still gonna need that paperwork that you hadn't qualified. We'll now, you know, is here. I know when I gave you the judge's explanation of rights to defendants without an attorney. Did I go through this whole document with you? I did?
Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. Because, you know, the fifth paragraph on here says, be aware that there are dangers of self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant legal rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. Okay, that's what we call a FRERTA warning, okay? That's FRERTA versus the state of California. And you have to be informed of your rights and the effect of your waiver. Okay. So court has some ambivalence, or not ambivalence, but some little hesitancy based on, I mean, I don't know the details of what you have in Anahuac, but you say it's a big case, so I assume it's something that's going to affect your rights.
Yes.
Okay, and this here case can, so what we're going to do, the court is not going to go forward on this here plea today.
Yeah, I read 30 years, sir.
Okay, well, too much information.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
I understand. Yeah, but I don't think the court can, you may want to seek some legal advice. Okay? All right, then you might want to seek some legal advice. Okay, and you have a right to have an attorney. And so at this time, we'll just, you know, your bond have been, what we did, we say you had lodged without a proper bond because of the field drug test. Okay, so what you can do, you can follow the bailiff, and we'll just reset this case.
Please, I just want to just go and get this over with. I can get back after, I can go back to work, and I can go ahead and, I'm gonna pay my lawyer. I got Alex Bill. So.
Okay, you might want to talk to Mr. Bill before you do anything, if you have a
I
lawyer.
already talked to him yesterday. He just told me, just give him a call, and say if they do like you, just give me a call. Just notify me, let me know what's going on. That's what I told him, until I go out there, just to call my lawyer, tell him.
Okay, you say you've already talked to your attorney about this case?
Yes, sir, I'm good.
Okay, so you wanna go forward on this
Yes,
case?
sir, that's why I'm here. I'm ready for you to get it over with, don't do my little bad day.
Okay,
No.
okay, so, let's see, now you entered a plea of true to allegations 2, 4, 7, and 8, is that correct? In this motion, I think the last thing I was on the court stating you have a right to have discovery, which means to see the evidence that the state has in this case, or you could waive this right to discovery, which means you give up the right to have discovery if you desire to do that. Do you waive your right to discovery? Okay, he needs to initial on the line that said he's waiving it.
Yes. Yep. Let me see if I can.
Okay. Now, Mr. Thibodeau, the line that you just initiated on stated, I do not request discovery of the evidence. I waive my right to request discovery in this case and choose to enter a plea of, that'll be true, not no contest or guilty. Do you understand that? Now, also on page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant. Is that your signature? And on the next document, which is titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document? And is this your signature above the line that's titled defendant? At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes that's checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that? The second box that's checked states that you are waiving your right to the appeal, which means you're giving up your right to the appeal. Do you understand that? Okay. Now, Mr. Thibodeau, before you sign and initial these documents, or after signing and initial these documents, did you read the document? Did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? State, I have before me state's exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer states 1?
Yes, Your Honor, states one is offered.
Now, Mr. Thibodeau, the state is offering state's exhibit number 1 to be used as evidence as against you. Now, state's exhibit number 1 is the document that's titled misdemeanor plea admonishment. It has the one box that's checked MTRP, which means motion to revoke probation. On page 2 of this document, it has your initials on both spots. One spot is stating that you're pleading true to allegations 2, 4, 7, and 8 in the motion to revoke probation. And the other spot where your initials is saying that you're waiving your right to discover, or you're giving up your right to have discovery in this case. And on page 3 of this document, it has your signature that you acknowledge was your signature. The state would like to use this document as evidence in your case. Is it all right for the state to use this document as evidence in your case? Okay, no objections. State's exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Now, Mr. Thibodeau, is there any evidence that you are currently mentally incompetent to stand trial? Is there any evidence that you have any mental illness that affects your ability to understand what's going on in your case, to understand the consequences of your case? Okay. And so you are not mentally incompetent to stand trial? No, sir. Okay. Now, Mr. Thibodeau, I will accept your plea of true to allegations 2, 4, 7, and 8. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor,
And what is that agreement?
it's 90 days.
Okay. Get it, judgment. Okay, Mr. Thibodeau, the state is offering that you serve 90 days in the Jefferson County Jail. You will be given credit for any time that you are entitled to get by law. The court cost in this case is $67. Will you be able to pay the $67? You will? Now, Mr. Thibodeau, do you understand? Okay, Mr. Thibodeau, before we go any further, I also have before me, Mr. Thibodeau, a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney. Do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on this document? And are these your initials online stating that you want to waive your right to an attorney to represent yourself? Also, I have before me a document that is titled Waiver of Counsel for Purposes of Entering a Guilty Plea or Proceeding to Trial. You recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? Now, Mr. Thibodeau, before you sign and initial these documents, did you read the documents? And did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Okay. Now, Mr. Thibodeau, the state, as I stated earlier, is offering 90 days to be served in Jefferson County Jail. You will be given credit for any time that you are entitled to get by law. The court cost in this case is $67, and you stated that you'll be able to pay the $67. Is that correct? And Mr. Thibodeau, do you understand the state's offer?
So, I have to pay that when I get out.
You could pay it today.
I wouldn't. I ain't bringing that much money home. I thought it was just gonna be.
Okay.
But do I get the credit?
No, you're gonna get credit.
For Anahuac when I was-
Whatever time the sheriff department
Mhm,
is gonna look at the time that you have
mhm,
on this case.
mhm.
And whatever time you're entitled to get by law, they are required to give it to you. Okay? Now, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
Now, I gotta go back to the second question. I don't think we cleared that up. Will you be able to pay the $67?
Excuse me, I will be able to pay it, but I can't pay it now. I gotta wait till I get out.
Okay,
I mean,
so, so you're saying that you're unable to pay it?
yes, sir, I can pay it. It ain't got no problem paying it. It's just, I ain't paying no much money.
Okay, you said you can pay it.
Yes, sir. I can pay it, but it ain't gonna have to be when I get out.
Well, it doesn't work like that.
Oh. Well, we just can't pay it.
Okay,
I can't.
okay, so now, I guess, I know you said you were working, right?
Oh, yes, sir. I already talked to my boss man, Doge, Rice Man, Mr. Doge. Say, well, just when you get out, doing your little 90 some days or whatever. You gotta do.
Let me ask you, do you have any, I'm just wondering about income. I know you say you're gonna be without an income during the time that you're incarcerated. Understand that. But I'm wondering if, my question to you is, do you have any way to pay it? Now, I'm just asking the question, is it, no, all right. So you won't have a source of income, and you don't have any bills. I know that because I'm looking at your affidavit of indigence.
Right,
That's right.
right.
And, but you did have income prior to you being, so you don't have, so let me make sure you don't have a check coming in?
No, I was locked up, man. No, sir.
So you said you was locked up, so you just getting out?
That ain't too long out, sir. Sir.
Oh, so you're not working at,
I just not started.
okay. When you say, so you don't have any income coming in?
No, sir, I'm-
Are you on any type of government assistance or anything? Okay, so the court is going to find that you're indigent at this time. Now let me do this. Let me see his that affidavit. I think I have it here. Because I know when you filled out this form, you stated that you was, when we looked at, you was gonna be making about $19.50
Yeah.
a month.
That's when I get paid every week. That's when I was working at Doge.
That's when you was working at Doge.
Yeah, I don't start. Like what? I got man like 4 days, 5 days.
Oh, so
That's
you
what
haven't,
I'm
okay.
I'm being honest.
Okay, so you only worked there, so you ain't making no, you're not making this a month. From what I understand, you said if you don't even have a week worth of pay, I mean, worth of income.
About 2 weeks. And
Oh,
that's when I had came.
okay, so you are indigent. Okay, the way you filled it out, okay. Okay, so you are indigent. Okay, the court gonna find that you're indigent. What that means is the, what's that? $67 is gonna be waived pursuant to Article 42.15 Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. Because the court is finding you indigent, you won't have to pay it, okay? All right. Now, just, you're gonna have a seat because she has to do the judge, you're gonna redo the judgment and you're gonna have to get his prints, right? All right, just have a seat. And I think this is going to conclude the calling of the court's motion of probation docket, the announcement docket, and a special review docket that's scheduled in County Court Law Number 2, Jefferson County, Texas. All doctors at 9 a.m. Judge Terrence Holmes presiding, everyone